Hey, welcome back guys to another video. We're finally back onto Lords of the Fallen. The new Game Plus modifiers update has just been released, along with a bunch of new trophies, which I will be covering, but first we're going to be finishing off the Platinum. I'll touch upon about the DLC very shortly. Let's just get going first. So all I'm doing, I'm at the end of new game, and I'm just checking my loadout quickly, just make sure I'm ready to go. Remember, we're still using Pieta swords, and we're kind of two-handing it and basing our equipment and our damage around that. Now, it's one thing I want to do quickly. So I just want to walk up to Brammer's castle. There is one material I forgot, one important material, and apologies for this. Luckily, some of you were kind enough to mention this to me, and we're just going to head back now and get it. All it is a duralium chunk. I would say it's mega important, but there's not many of these in the game, so we always want to try and get them when we're close by. Yeah, just walk up to Brammer's castle, make a way over here. Now, where this enemy is, you have to jump off or roll off onto that floating platform. Yeah, I did die then on purpose. You probably want to die once you get on the platform though. Yeah, pick that chunk. That's all we've missed, that chunk. And then once you got it, providing you've got no currency, is it echoes? I forget what the name is. Providing you've got no echoes, just kill yourself. If you have got echoes and you want to keep them, you can either make your way back on foot by rolling to the ledge below, or use a moth to warp back, guys. But yeah, grab that chunk, and then once you're back at the vestige, make sure you have done everything you need to. Once you go into New Game Plus, you cannot upgrade your weapons or socket your runes until we unlock them features again, which is quite a long way into New Game Plus. So make sure you're ready, guys, before you click on that option. So what we want to do, we want to do restart game plus 0. Restart game plus 0. It's very important. It's going to make the game no more difficult. It's going to be exactly what it was just like for new game. But now we've got all that equipment, it's going to be mega easy. Not mega easy, but much easier than doing new game plus 1. So yeah, restart plus 0. And all you want to pick is no vestige decay and pre-upgraded loot. Yet no vestige decay and pre-upgraded loot. Do not pick any of this. When we do the DLC trophies later, we are going to just basically make everything active, so it won't matter. And that's your first DLC trophy, by the way, just basically for starting the game with a modify active, which I believe is unmissable if you do New Game Plus, because there will always be a vestige modify active no matter what you do. So once you spawn in, guys, remember we are on restart game plus 0, or new game plus 0 we'll call it. So I'm not collecting anything. All we're collecting is some key items along the way, some specific equipment which will probably complement our build a bit more, but putting it all out to you once we get going, once we pass anything. We're just pretty much going to be fighting enemies the same way we was on new game. When we come to difficult enemy, use all your buffs. I've just turned off tutorials there. Use all your buffs and then just attack him with your Pieta swords. Unfortunately, what they did in the update, a few updates back, they made it so aura of, I think it's aura of tenacity, basically one of the buffs we've been using to increase your defense, it consumed 2.5 times more mana now. Unfortunately, it's that one which is always active and is always draining your mana. Now it drains your mana 2.5 times quicker, which is a little bit annoying, because now you have to use a lot more mana stones. So if you're wondering why it's going down a bit quicker, if you haven't played since I have, then that is why. Yep, they nerfed one of the defense spells, unfortunately. But yeah, everything else remains the same though, in terms of our loadout. So yeah, text guide is still good to go, guys. I've made a new text guide. We've still got a New Game Plus text guide there. I will not touch that. But for New Game Plus text guide, what I've done, I've copied it, and I'm just kind of editing it now as we go along. You know, deleting bits, adding bits in, which of course we need for New Game Plus. There's a few things we need to do different here. We did some choices in New Game, certain quests, and in New Game Plus, which we're in now, we need to do different quests in a different way. For example, we've got to kill some quests which were completed. Now we've got to do the same quest, but we've got to do a different outcome where you defeat a boss. So a few different things, so just please pay attention and everything should work out. As with new game, I'll take you through everything. And when it comes to the DLC, you can do all the DLC. We could have done it now on New Game Plus. We could have put all the modifiers on. We could have done it, but it would have been very difficult. I have spent a bit of time with the DLC. I did have to take a day or two to kind of decide how I'm going to approach it. But yeah, you can do it with New Game Plus, but it's going to be more difficult. So it's going to get Platinum out of the way. We're going to do all the farming at the end of this playthrough, get all the equipment we need. And then once Platinum's out of the way, then we'll do a new game, another New Game Plus, where we'll do the DLC, guys, afterwards. I'll probably do just an extra video. We'll do all at once. Now, for this fight, kill the Holy Bulwark boss, but die to the Light Reaper. Very important. I've just gone into Umbral there, just so he kills me a bit quicker. Yeah, let the Light Reaper kill you. You can kill him, just like I mentioned in the new game. Nothing has changed. You can still kill him early, but there's another quest which is related to him in this last area, and if you kill him now, he will not appear there. So leave him alive. Kill the first boss, but let Light Reaper kill you. Now this is scripted. If you let him kill you, even if you've got Iron Man active, it will not be a game over. You have to let him kill you, unless you kill him, of course. So yeah, he's just killed me. I'm coming back down here. I'm going to pick up my echoes. Don't know why, don't really have much. Now when you come across these lamp bearers, if you come across any, they still appear even if you don't have online play on. Always try to do them if you come across any and it's not leading to an enemy which is too difficult, because they're going to give you more of an item. Forget the name now, but you can trade them in for Umbral Scourings at one of the shrines in Skyrest. Yeah, pick up that flayed skin. That's very important. You need that for a quest. Yeah, flayed skin. Make sure you pick that up, guys. Very important. And yeah, just back to these lamp bearers. Yeah, if you see any of these, and they're going to be quite easy to do them, guys. We'll see what it gives you in a second. They do make the enemy a bit more stronger. Yeah, that's it. Plucked eyeball. So at one of the shrines, the shrine near Molhu in Skyrest Bridge, you can trade plucked eyeballs for Umbral Scourings there. So when we get to the end, if we get to a point where you don't quite have enough, you can farm them and trade them for Umbral Scourings. But hopefully along the way, we should have enough, guys, by the time we get to the end. I'm trying to plan it so you don't really have to do much farming, except for all the equipment drops from the enemies. Right, so just trigger that vestige. Come over here and get this Umbral Scouring. Yeah, we're going to be getting all the Umbral Scourings again, guys, all the stigmas. So yeah, get that stigma. Yeah, that's stigma number 1. That'll give you 2 Umbral Scourings once it's finished. So yeah, we're getting a lot of key items, which we need. We're getting certain equipment, which is going to complement our build. We're getting all the stigmas again. We'll get all the vestiges. I'll try to unlock all the shortcuts. And there'll be a few more things which I'll point out as we go along. So yeah, trigger out this vestige as well. Vestige of Marco the Axe. And then once you've done that, make sure you're in Umbral. Come down here. Pull down this ledge. Down here will be another Umbral Scouring. I'm not going to be collecting the eyes again, because we've got them all. You can get them if you want. They sell for 1,000 each. Yeah, that drops an eye. Yeah, so get this stigma. That's stigma number 2, and that'll give you Umbral Scouring times 2 as well. Most of these stigmas, we've already got them, guys. We'll mainly get them again. Just make sure the stigma trophy don't glitch up. And for the Umbral Scourings, we need all the Umbral Scourings again. Literally every Umbral Scouring you can find. Right, so once you've done that, back up here. And we're going to be doing the online trophies on this video, by the way. Yep, get the online trophies out of the way finally. Now, when it comes to the online trophies, if you have any trouble finding somebody, use the comments. Yeah, if you can use the comments, guys, to try to boost with each other if you need to. It will just make it much easier. If you can find somebody to boost, it makes the online trophies much, much easier. You get them all done in like 5-10 minutes. Yeah, kick down that shortcut. But if you try to do it with randoms, it could take you a bit longer. You might get lucky and, you know, find somebody straight away who's easy to kill, and you get the other trophies. But you might have a lot of trouble. So if you want to make it much easier, go to comments and hopefully you can all boost and reply to each other. Even if some of you want to help somebody else in the future, just make a comment, you know, that you can help somebody else reply to this, and you can all help each other out, guys. Try and make it a bit quicker. So yeah, talk to the Iron Wayfarer there. He'll give you a seed, and then plant a seed in that flower bed, and make sure all your multiplayer is on yes, and then pick a password. So make sure all that is on yes and pick a password. If your multiplayer is currently off, you might have to go back to the main menu in game, turn it on in the main menu, and then load your save back up. Because sometimes when you try to log back in from the vestige, it don't quite work. So once you've turned all that to yes, you've got your password on, backtrack a little bit up this ladder. Yeah, this is where we've just came from. Backtrack a little bit until you see the crimson icon appear in the corner on the left. And I'll show you in a second once it appears. Yeah, there it is. You see it just appeared, that crimson icon. It will only appear in certain areas, so you just come to where I am and it should appear. And when you get that lock icon beside it, yeah, when that lock icon appears, that normally means it's searching for somebody with your password. If that lock icon isn't there, then a random can join you, so just be careful. Passwords will expire eventually. So yeah, my fellow Optinewbie is going to join me. Yeah, I'm doing this on the Steam Deck, so I'm kind of joining myself. So yeah, your partner, they also want to have the same password as you. And basically your partner is going to interact with the seed or vestige, and they're going to choose to slaughter Lampbearer. And then you'll have your password set. You'll come in an area with a crimson icon on the side. And then once he joins and tries to invade you, just kill him. You won't get the rewards for killing somebody who's joined you via a password, but you still get a trophy, luckily. Yep, here she is. And yep, I should have rested first. I don't know why I came here with my dread almost completely full. But yep, that's Optinewbie dead. And Optinewbie has also got a trophy. Yeah, there we go, no mercy. So as you can see, that trophy still pops even if you summon somebody or somebody joins you to slaughter you, even with a password. Just with a password, you just don't get the rewards. That's all. But we're not too bothered about that. You can try to kill a random. Trust me, you might have a lot of trouble because a lot of the randoms that invade people, they have crazy overpowered gear, and you might struggle trying to beat them. So yeah, that'd be much easier if you boost. Like I say, use the password, slaughter Lampbearer, go to an area with a crimson icon, and then just kill him once they appear. Right, so next up, that's 1 of 3 online trophies. Now we're going to choose to beckon Lampbearer. Again, make sure you set your password and make sure your friend has set their password, and they're going to choose to accompany Lampbearer. Don't choose beckon friend, because that only works for friends on your playlist. On your friend list on the same system. Choose beckon Lampbearer, and make sure obviously you've got crossplay on. Then your friend will choose to accompany Lampbearer, and then they can choose you on no matter what system you're playing on, assuming you got the right password. And you get that trophy, guys, comrades, once they join you. And once you've joined your game, you're going to come and kill Pieter and get a final trophy. To get the shared triumph trophy with a co-op play, you have to kill a remembrance boss. Killing just a normal kind of mini boss, it will not pop this trophy. Has to be a remembrance boss. So yeah, it's going to kill Pieter. It'll be really easy now with your kind of builds, because we're on restart +0. The enemies haven't been buffed up at all. They've still got very low HP like they do have in the first playthrough. So yeah, once you kill her, obviously try and make sure your friend don't die. I'm not controlling him. I had to move him out of the way and then so he wasn't in the middle. And as soon as you kill the boss, you should get the other trophy, guys. It's shared triumph, and that's all 3 online trophies. Like I say, if you can use the comments to organise some sessions, guys, so you can boost for each other, I'll just make it so much simpler. Just remember, a password will eventually expire. They normally last for about 3 minutes. If you add a password in for about 3 minutes, change it or just input it again, and that should reset the timer. But remember, if there's a password, if the crimson icon appears on the left, you make sure you get that remembrance, guys, after you killed Pieter. Yeah, the remembrance, that would be Stigma, remembrance of Pieter. She of blessed renewal. Yeah, you'll get her remembrance, and you'll also get Umbral Scouring ×2. Yeah, when that crimson icon appears on the left, you can only be invaded in certain areas. Yeah, there's a password. If there's a lock by it, then nobody can join you unless you've got a password. But if there's no lock, then randoms can join you. So just be careful. If the lock's disappeared, go back and input another password. Right, so it's going to save here at the vestige of Ethric. Right, and I just kicked him. Don't need him no more. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to level up my Radiance to level 50 next. Yep, and with pre-upgraded loot modifier, by the way, any loot you find now, it will be already upgraded. But that will depend on what level you're on. So if you're level 10 or above, it'll be upgraded +1. If you're level 20 plus, upgraded +2. Level 30 plus, it'll be upgraded +3, etc, etc. Because I'm level 69 now, I think, if I find anything, it'll probably be upgraded +6. But once you get to level 100, guys, any items you find or equipment, providing it can be upgraded, it'll be upgraded to +10. That's probably the only beneficial modifier. So up here, guys, talk to Thiek here, whatever his name is. He's just on the right. Make sure you talk to him, exhaust his dialogue. You'll get a random item from him because you've already got a stick, which he normally gives you. Yeah, so talk to him. Remember, Thiek here, exhaust his dialogue. Then come down here. There's nothing of importance down here, so just sprinting down here. I'm going to trigger this vestige so I can warp to it later. Yeah, this one here, vestige of Chaboy. Once you've got that, we're just going to rest to reset all the enemies. Then we're going to go into Umbral, guys, and get a stigma just down the steps. This stigma will give you another Umbral scouring ×2. Yeah, make sure if you had online play on, turn it off unless you want to get invaded. Yeah, what I found, if I get invaded, I'm likely going to be dead. Because like I say, they've always got overpowered gear. Yeah, so get that stigma, guys. It'll give you Umbral scouring ×2. That stigma plays for about a minute or so. You can either wait around if you want for the stigma to finish and then rest after you've got the Umbral scouring to go back to Axiom. Or you can do what I'm doing. Just got to be careful here, because if you fall off and you're an Umbral, you're dead. But if you do what I'm doing right now and you fall off and die before you got a reward from a stigma, make sure you trigger it again, guys. You need to make sure you got the Umbral scouring to make sure the stigma is counted as complete. So yeah, if you want to play it safe, just wait for the stigma to finish, guys. Rest at the vestige to go back to Axiom and then come down here. Yeah, making our way down here because we need to unlock the tortured prisoner so we can do her quest. And there's a few stigmas down here as well. And also, this is where Stonemund and the other NPC will come later. I forget the name now. That kind of like female thicker NPC, which you find in the Revelation depths. Forget her name now. But she normally takes residence down in the bottom of Skyrest. And you have to unlock the door in order to reach her. So yeah. Doing it now in order to reach her later when she comes back here. And of course get the stigmas, and like I said, unlock the tortured prisoner quest like I just mentioned. So yeah, up here on this bridge, and this is your stigma on this bridge. Yep, so pop that stigma, you get Umbral scouring ×2. Come down here, go back to Axiom using that effigy, then pull out your lamp and hold out your lamp. Don't go into Umbral, just hold out your lamp to make a floor appear. Walk across it, then when you're above this platform in the middle, let go of the button so you drop down, and then once you're down here, then go into Umbral. Run across here, pull out this bridge, and then turn around quickly because some enemies are going to come out of the wall. Kill them to get your health back, and then come across a bridge. Now, wait a second. Now, do not go too close here, because once you get too close to that belly, some of them Reapers are going to spawn. So get as close as you can until the target appears. Pull it out. And then quickly grab the Skyrest bridge key, guys, and then come across here and go right up steps. Up here, unlock this shortcut gate. Don't think I'm ever going to use it, but we may as well unlock it while we are here. Yeah, unlock that, and then come back down the steps the opposite way. Now go over here. Stay in Umbral because there's going to be a stigma in a second. Yeah, unlock this door. Use the Skyrest bridge key to do so. Now, just up there, that ladder, if you pop them vines by sulphane the 3 bellies connected to them, there'll be a searing accusation in there, the weapon, or is it the charm or catalyst? You need it to give to this NPC in a second. You should already have one from New Game, but if you don't, like I say, you can get it from up that ladder. Pop the 3 vines and then get the Syrian accusation. Get that stigma as well, guys, up there. That stigma will give you unbull scouring ×2. And over here is your tortured prisoner. Talk to her and give her the Syrian accusation. There you go. Like I said, I think it's a catalyst, and we've already got that from New Game. But if you don't have one, like I say, you can find one at the bottom behind that that vine wall, whatever it's called. Forget the name now. Oh, the unbull entity. Yeah, so once you've done that, unlock this shortcut gate to Skyrest. And do not rest until you've got that unbull scouring. As you can see, the dialogue is still playing from a stigma. So just wait for it to finish. I'm just going to run in a circle around these two. And there we go. I've got the rewards. So once you're good to go, guys, come to Vestige and warp to Sanctuary. Yeah, now the tortured prisoner, she should have moved on now to top of Skyrest Bridge, basically near abandoned red cops outside Pieta's boss room. She'll be there ready for later. Just where we need her. So once you spawn in, climb the 2 ladders, and we're not gonna do the Buckethead quest completely, but we're gonna trigger it just so he appears during boss fights. Just so you got an extra hand. So yeah, pick up the items in front of him. You've already got them, but you need to pick them up anyway in order to talk with him. So pick them up, and then what you want to do, equip the bucket, the broken bucket, in your right hand, or basically your main weapon hand. So yeah, equip the broken bucket, pick up the items, and now you want to use the greeting gesture, pointing downwards, and Bucket Lord's salute. Yes, so in that order, guys. Equip the broken bucket, and then use greeting gesture, pointing downwards, and then Bucket Lord salute. Once you've done all 3, talk to him, and you should get that message. The pride of the Bucket Lords has been reaffirmed. Yeah, pride of the Bucket Lords has been reaffirmed. Once you get that message, once you interact with him, that confirms that that quest is currently active. And that's all you need to do. Then once you've done it, go across the beam, come across here, and talk to Damaros. Yeah, you have to talk with her here, otherwise she'll not move on. You have to talk with her here, and this is what a lot of guides do not tell you. Yeah, talk to Damaros there, exhaust all her dialogue, and then come down here, just before you go through this doorway, get all your buffs ready for the boss fight. Come over here and grab the bloody aspergillum. Just a quest item we'll get, just in case you want it. You give that to Dunmire. And then come down here, guys, pull out your lamp and pop that shield so you can attack the boss, and then start attacking the boss with Bucket Lords, who's assisting you. You might want to have the moth ring equipped for when you kill a boss, just so you get a few more echoes. And that's it. Now do not pick up the bucket item, which drops down just near the exits. If you have more than 4 of them equipped, then Bucket Lord will no longer spawn. Yeah, if you have 5 or more of them at once, he'll actually spawn during boss fights, but actually attack you instead of the boss. So yeah, just leave them. If you do pick any up by mistake, make sure you never have more than 4. And if you ever do have more than 4, go back to Bucket Lords in the cell and hand them in. As long as you never have more than 4 on your person at once, he will always spawn to help you in boss fights, mini boss fights, as long as you have not finished the quest. But we're not going to be finishing it. So come in here next and climb a ladder and pull that lift across to you. You know, we might do the Bucket Lord quest yet. I need to look through a text guide and see if we get unbull scouring from it. If we do, maybe we'll pick up the buckets, but I'll talk about that in the next video, guys. So yeah, come across here, drop down, kick down that shortcut bridge. Come across here next, climb a ladder. Yeah, just be very careful. If you can, use that effigy to go back to Axiom. If not, don't worry, because you need to go into unbull soon anyway. Climb a ladder. And then carefully roll onto the floating platform, and then jump to the next one, and then carefully jump over here. Make sure you're running, because if you're running, you'll not make the jump. Climb these next 2 ladders. I was going to skip ahead in the text guide now, actually. And, you know, I don't think we get any unbull scouring from his quest. Yeah, so just follow my lead now, guys. You have been through this already, so you should more or less know where you need to go. Just be careful when you're pulling out this platform, because if that spiked the head cage guy, he might charge at you, it might knock you off. So just be very careful when you pull out that platform. Yeah, Bucket Law doesn't actually give you any umbral scouring, I don't think. Yeah, so yeah, I don't think we'll be doing Bucket Lord's quest. We'll just keep him Arius, just so it keeps helping us during mini boss fights. Yeah, so all we're going to do right now, we're going to get to the vestige of the blind Agatha, and then that'll be it for this video, guys. Yeah, kick down the shortcut ladder, just in case we need it later. We are going to be doing some of the optional side quests from the DLC, just because of the umbral scourings. But yeah, a few we will not be doing. So yeah, just watch out for him. He charges out that tunnel, and then come down here. Yeah, trigger this vestige, guys, and rest, and that'll be it for the next video. Yeah, vestige of blind gather ready for part 19, I think it is. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.